I actually really love Josh's just nice, simple. You don't even have to actually risk any money here at all. Just your job is to fill this out. Try and do 100 paper trades, right? We want to make sure that all of the criteria, location, momentum, structure, time of day, sizing, is perfect. And I'm not going to say it's easy. Right? What's so cool, of course, is Josh's even included in a nice little demon finder part into this spreadsheet. This is all about your self development. But interestingly enough, this is actually about, I don't know. I'm gonna say, like, if you looked at this like from, say, a primary school perspective, this would be like grade 3 or grade 4. When you send the kids off to school in kindergarten and grade 1 and stuff, do they actually really do much heavy lifting? I think, believe it or not, and it might be a good idea to reinforce the idea. Of course, level 1, we kind of sample spreadsheet, trading plan, journals, all this kind of stuff, right? Really, really. I mean, hell, I might even argue that the journal, right, is probably kindergarten. How am I feeling? What did I see? Did I learn anything today? And you don't have to be hunting setups. You don't even have to know what a setup is. If you can just do this simple exercise once a day, Chris, excuse me, you should be doing this, right? And I say that because I've sort of taken it under my guise. Chris has no more excuses. He has to do this and get good at this. So every single day I'm going to harass him. But this would be like kindergarten, you got to start somewhere. Especially in this kind of environment, you might feel really overwhelmed with all the bearish sentiment. If you want to start from something as simple as this. And I even, this is where Chris's sort of comment is. I actually think everybody should start with this document. Probably we should give this out day 1 of the school. Josh, I mean, maybe we should even seriously think about how we can do this and really promote this idea that what I see is people, I mean, this whole, should be an easy sales pitch, but this whole process of becoming your own financial management advisor, really, and then learning, right? We are discretionary traders, but that doesn't mean we have the permission to trade at our discretion. But something like this is actually where we should start off. And, a conversation that I had today was actually all around the fact that one gentleman in particular, I don't know whether he even has his sort of daily routine established so that he just wakes up in the morning and he's just into, I'm mental mindset. I'm in my day trader mindset. These are the things that I do. First, I get up, have my cup of coffee, do 10 push ups, 10 pull ups, whatever your daily exercise routine is. Maybe 5 minutes of meditation, then pouring over the basic charts, putting pants on. As Grimm says, he can't really give himself permission to trade without his shoes on, which I think is extremely insightful. Nice little sort of rules that he builds for himself. So, Chris, I asked him today. I think maybe we need to take a step back and you need to grab this document and let's try and figure out where you are on this. I mean, you notice at the very end of sort of all of this data, way over here, I've already gone through all of this stuff and I've checked off. Yes, I have my financial plan all done. Yes, I have my position plans all set up. Yes, I have my swing played plan set up. Yes, I have my day trader plan set up. I'm journaling like a badass motherfucker. I have a consistent routine. I'm eating well. I'm doing my exercises, and I'm talking to at least 3 hot chicks on a daily basis to keep the testosterone going. I don't know, something like that. Um, and then also notice too, look how many different ways there is to fail at this game. Oh my God, there's so many ways to fail. Ironically enough, here's the demon finder way over here. I mean, I would be interested. I mean, I've mentioned this, but maybe I don't mention it enough. But I'd be interested just to see how many of you are actually reviewing your journals on the weekend and actually going back and seeing what did I do over this past week and is it what I'm supposed to be doing? And then, of course, this gets back to, am I actually making good use of my time as a student of the market? I think there's an incredibly valuable document that I actually don't talk to you guys enough about, but it was interesting. Like, notice on a quarterly basis, I think you want to keep moving forward here. But kind of like, we could even, this is assuming that you are even at the point of knowing what a setup is and logging trades. Of course, this is hopefully you're coming out of level 1. You've already done this. And you notice that there is the paper trading aspect. Maybe you're still stuck. I've got 73 paper trades done. WL, not quite sure what I guess, this would just be simply how many wins have I had versus how many losses. And of course, if I take a 2-to-1 risk reward on every single trade that I take, then technically everybody should know what the magic number is that you want to see ratio wise here, just to justify you actually continuing at this game. And ironically enough, it's not a very big number. Good old 33%. Am I actually operating mistake free? Give yourself a grade. Where do I really need to work? All of this kind of stuff, ironically enough, you don't even have to be risking a dime, not a penny. You get to the actual point of live trading, that's a huge accomplishment. This is literally like grade school, and now I'm moving on to junior high. The big kids. Am I logging all of my data? How's my win-loss rate doing on live trading? What's my net P&L? Of course, for the week, for the quarter, right, times 4, well, that's going to be your annual income. Not a bad idea. Number 1, to keep track of what that number is. And then number 2, are you actually growing? Is the number getting bigger? And of course, big difference between paper trading and practicing and then live trading. If you're live trading, are you still operating mistake free? And I think a lot of you are kind of like, well, Brian, easier said than done. And you're absolutely right. Definitely easier said than done. But this is unfortunately what I hear mistake free from 2023. All right, good. I don't expect you to give yourself 100% grade on this. In fact, I think I show you when I do my personal spreadsheets. Every trade, I like to actually give myself a grade on how I'm doing. And very, very rarely do I ever give myself 100%. So I've been at this stupid game forever, right? And yet still, 95%. 95. If I'm batting 95%, then that's pretty damn good. But you see, actually, look at this. I went through a real nice period here where no mistakes. So I don't want you looking at this going, well, you're setting impossible bars here. The goal is 100%, right? To be killing it and making lots of money. But realistically, do I expect you to say, yes, I'm 100% mistake free and I'm killing it? If anything, I would say, are you being truthful? Because we're humans. We always make mistakes. So anyway, the point of the matter here is number one, you see how much work is involved in this. And every single one of these column entries here is just as equally as important as every other one. There are a lot of ways to fuck this up, and you got to be, unfortunately, you have to sort of strive to be a perfectionist in every single category.